Well, ladies and gentlemen, I know I say every time I'm so excited and I'm so honored to be joined with my guests, but today on this episode of Happy Hour, I'm thrilled. I'm ecstatic. I'm without words. I'm speechless to be able to have Xavier Murphy, the founder of this great platform that we get to meet on every Friday, and the platform that services and showcases so much about Jamaican pride. Mr. Xavier Murphy, welcome to Happy Hour.
Well, I'm honored to be on your show, quite a popular show, Adriana, and you do some wonderful work there in Central Florida, with with the Jamaican diaspora there. You also do some great work with a good friend of mine, Mr. Peter, and the poetry. I mean, just tremendous work. One of the videos you did that really touched me when you were down there with the kids
Oh, yes, in Redwood
in
Primary.
Jamaica, and I'm trying to remember the song you were singing.
I've got the eye of the tiger.
Eye of the Tiger. Yes, yes,
Roar.
and you were just encouraging those young girls and still young boys also, but you're encouraging them, and they got up. And I mean, guys, if you haven't seen it, search Adriana's timeline on whichever platform on social, and you'll see this. It's just amazing how the song encouraged those kids,
Oh, yes.
and how they just identified with you, seeing a strong Jamaican woman telling you yes you can. So big ups for that,
Thank
and for the great job you're doing.
thank you so. Oh, goodness, I really appreciate it. Blushing, you can't see it through the chocolate skin, but I'm blushing right now. Thank you so much. It's been an honor, and but I will say, funny enough about that clip, roar, and I was so impressed by it as well to see one that's the song that she would choose and to see the participation of the school. So even now as I go perform at different places, I sing at Bob Marley's, at Universal Studios, and we sing that song on the regular. We made a reggae version of it, so the kids have just inspired me as well. So I'm so glad that you enjoyed that, because it really hit home with me as well.
Oh man, it was inspiring, truly inspiring. And speaking of singing, always love to hear you sing. I mean, so, but let me not jump on my soapbox here too much. You may have some questions for me, so
Yes.
let me be the good guest and not take over your show.
All right, it's a different chance for you to be in a different seat today. So
Yes, it is.
we're glad to have you switch it up today. But as you talk about inspiring, you know, you have created this platform that celebrates Jamaicans, not just in Jamaica but worldwide, the diaspora, a place where people can come from Jamaican walks all over the world and be celebrated and connect. So as we come to the end of the year, it's a very special and important part of the year for Jamaicans.com, because this year is the 25th anniversary of the Best of Jamaica Awards. So
Indeed.
congratulations for 25 years. That's
Thank you.
amazing.
Thank you. And I want to, say we can't believe it. We can't believe this is our silver. Is it silver? 25 is silver?
I think
It's
so,
something like
yes.
that. Yeah.
Yes.
Can't believe it's our silver anniversary of the best of Jamaica. And again, what's the best of Jamaica and why you should be doing it? So the best of Jamaica is this. We ask you, the readers of Jamaicans.com, the users of Jamaicans.com, all you on social media and all our platforms, to tell us what's the best at your location. So whether you be in London, you're in Jamaica, you're in South Florida, in Miami, in the Fort Lauderdale area, Central Florida, Orlando, Tampa, Atlanta, New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, Dallas, Los Angeles, wherever there's a Jamaican community, Toronto, we ask you to tell us what's the best there. What do I mean by that? Okay, best patty.
Mhm.
What's the best patty where you are? Okay, what's the best restaurant, Jamaican restaurant where you are? You, the people, get to decide that by nominating businesses, restaurants, patty shop, events,
Mhm.
and people, and you get to showcase them. You get to bless them. Actually, is the way I look at it. You
Mhm.
get to bless someone who you know is doing a great job with a restaurant,
Mhm.
and you love going there, and maybe that's where you go, for your fix. You go for your
Yeah.
Jamaican fix there every other week or every week,
Mhm.
and so you get to nominate them at thebestofjamaica.com. That's where you go, thebestofjamaica.com. You get to nominate them and tell the world that this is the best. And I'm not joking when I say the world, because think about it.
Yes.
If you're going to New York and you want to know what's the best Jamaican restaurant told to you by the people who are
Yes.
there,
Mhm.
okay? This is not some makeup voting or
Yeah.
whatever we can go on. People just add stars, and people who are not may not even be familiar with the culture,
Mhm.
rates it 0, but it really deserves a 5 star.
Yes.
It's the people telling you, hey, this is the best restaurant, we believe, in Jamaican restaurant in New York. And
Mhm.
so if I'm traveling there, maybe that's where I want to check out when I have that itch, that
Yeah.
feel for some curry goat or some jerk chicken or jerk pork
And you
or,
can
or
trust the
some.
people, that I guess that's the bonus of it. You can trust the people who are voting because they're authentically Jamaican. And what better to, because especially when it comes to food, Jamaicans can be picky with their food. They're quick to say if that restaurant not a good restaurant or if the restaurant is a bomb restaurant. So it's hearing from the voice of the people.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, it is the voice of the people, and we want to celebrate excellence. That's what we want to celebrate. So the why is you get to bless a business, you get to showcase a business or a person, because we have categories like sports person of the year, personality, social, radio,
Yes.
personalities, and so forth. So maybe someone says, hey, we love Adrianna's show,
Hey,
and you go nominate Adrianna,
okay now.
and so this is what it's about. It's recognizing Jamaican excellence wherever you are in the world, wherever you are, and that's what this is about.
And I want to commend you and the entire team and the entire platform because 25 years, that's such a long time to be in this and blessing and highlighting different Jamaicans around the diaspora. Before we continue, I want to before we continue to the future, let's go to the past. 25 years ago, what sparked this idea to come up with the best of Jamaica?
So the platform is 29 at the end of this year. But in terms of the best of Jamaica, which is 4 years after the platform launch, we launched the best of Jamaica. We just saw a need for a resource that not only recognizes people but serves as a guide,
Hmm.
and so the idea was kind of spawned. We've seen some of this in other places too, where you have different award shows. Well, why can't we award, and why can't we? Because I forgot to mention, we do send out like a little recognition certificate, and we're gonna probably up that now because we're doing an in-person event that we're looking to
Hmm.
do at one location this year, maybe various locations next year. But it really was the idea of what's a resource that can help people find the best of Jamaica in their community. 25 years ago, you didn't have all these rating systems. You didn't have all these other things going, and the internet was fairly new 25 years ago too, and so people weren't using it as a tool for that, for searching, not searching, but as a guide. And
Yeah,
so
and finding
we
different resources about.
exactly, and we pride ourselves as being one of the prominent places where you can get authentically Jamaican information.
Mhm. And I think it's also very telling to see that even within this 25 years, to see how much Jamaican culture has grown in these various places, across the US, in the UK, in Canada, even in Jamaica, just to see the expansion of Jamaican restaurants, of Jamaican personalities, of Jamaican athletes and artists. So I think it really is a great thing to also see over time in each year how many restaurants and how many categories, how many people are expressing and showing their Jamaican culture around the world that people are recognizing and enjoying. I think it's telling of the culture, no?
It is, I've mentioned this before. Like some people say, well, you don't have my locate. We have 21 locations when it comes to nominating for the best of Jamaica, but we've seen that expand. We've seen that expand in the 25 years from maybe where we started out with. I think we probably started out with maybe about 5 or 6 locations,
Mm-hmm.
and now we're at 21 locations. We added Tampa because folks are like, listen, there's a community there in Tampa. There's some folks in Jacksonville that has been saying, hey, there's a strong
We're
Jamaican
here too.
community
We're here. Yeah.
growing here in the Jacksonville area. So it's
Wow.
it's great. And over the years, just seeing how we influence people. I've seen a social media influencer say, it's and she's not Jamaican, but she was saying it's amazing how there's a Jamaican anywhere you go, there's a Jamaican restaurant there.
So true. It's so true. Because the reach is just so far. It's when Jamaicans go somewhere, their presence is they make their presence known, because
Yes.
and I think it also shows just the pride of being a Jamaican that no matter where I go, I want there to be an outlet or a restaurant or a place where I can showcase my Jamaican culture, and other Jamaicans can come and have that place, or other people outside of cultures can come and learn more about Jamaican culture. So I'm
And a
so
piece of Jamaica, we take a piece of the rock and we sprinkle it basically everywhere we go, and so yeah, that is truly truly amazing. And we're the ones that tell people, you haven't been to Jamaica yet, or you haven't tasted this Jamaican food, you don't know what you're missing.
yes, exactly. Oh wow. And so let's for those that want to nominate, I believe nominations are open until the 1st of November, which is coming around the corner.
Yes.
Coming
So
around the
you November 1st is when the end of the nomination period, and then after that we'll tally the numbers up, and we are going to have a in-person event, and probably we'll stream it like we've done the past 3 years, where we will announce the winners of the Best of Jamaica, for the locations. And then the winners will be posted on the Jamaicans.com website for you to go and check them out. We have a full section on the front page of the site that's called
Yes.
Best of Jamaica. You just have to click on that, and you could go back, and for the fun, some of you can go back and see who won last year, who
Mhm.
won the year before, who won 20 odd years ago.
Yes.
You can go back and look through history and see some of the businesses that have sustained through the years and have won multiple times. And we do send out a little sticker, so some of the businesses have a little sticker on their door that says they won the Best of Jamaica, whether with the year that they won the Best of Jamaica, and
Yeah.
so they wear that with pride.
Oh yeah, yes, I can imagine. I can imagine. And as we did say earlier, but kind of just to encourage those that may be listening who want to nominate or thinking about it, it also it it's a chance to showcase that business online, because Jamaicans.com will showcase it. So it's another platform that has such a big reach of people. Jamaicans.com reaches so many people worldwide. So
Yes.
think of that business that you want to nominate, or that person, or that personality, that athlete. You'll be giving them this platform to be seen around the world, and giving them more attention. You know what it makes me think of? I don't know. I'm a Food Network watcher, so I love watching the Food Network. And there's a show where Guy Fieri, I believe, he
I
drives.
watched. I've
You
seen
watch
it.
it? Diners, dives, and something
Yes.
like that. And he goes around and he highlights different restaurants, and you'd be surprised the restaurants after get such a volume of customers because people want to go and see what that amazing restaurant or that person was on the show. So, you know, people out there, we want you to think of it as Jamaicans own Divers Dines and whatever this show's called. And
I
you
like
know,
that.
and highlight that so that way we can bring whenever, like you said, if I go to the UK and I see someone, I see who won best patty in the UK. When I go to the UK, you best believe I'm gonna want to go try that patty because I want to taste it for myself. So,
That
uh,
is so true. That is so true because we are patty connoisseurs. I
yes,
mean, we will sit there and have a 45-minute conversation on the patty and what makes the best patty and who has the
yes.
best patty and so forth. So absolutely right. I'm encouraging you all to go out, nominate. You have until November 1st. Get a business recognized.
Mhm. Oh yes, oh yes. Well, I want to say what. Well, we'll ask you because I'm just gonna ask you. You know what? I'm gonna interview you as well for. So, what is
Oh,
just a quick? You know what? Well, I can't ask you who you're voting for because that was open. But over your years, over these 25 years, is there a particular maybe winner of a category or some place that just kind of stuck out to you as a winner or some place that you maybe felt connected to and it ended up winning? Anything like that? Is there any winner over
so
the years that
so it's always special to me when a place that I like
Mhm.
is validated by the nominations that come in.
Because that means you know what you're talking about. You know
Right?
this.
So I'm not gonna call any names, but it's always special to me when and I know some of these, in the South Florida area, in the Central Florida area. There is, a place I know, and I happen to know the owner, and I've won a couple of times. It's always same thing here in the South Florida area. It's always good when you see the validation, because I call myself a foodie,
You're a
right? I'm a
foodie.
foodie,
Okay.
and I go to one spot for patties.
Hmm.
I may go to another spot for meatloaf. I may
Hmm.
go to another spot for pastries. I
Hmm.
have a spot I go for soup.
Hmm.
Okay. I have a spot I go for jerk chicken
Yeah.
and jerk. So I may not have one favorite Jamaican restaurant.
Hmm.
I may have, there's a place I discovered the other day that, the curry goat is just, oh, just
Okay.
right. But it's not the restaurant I go for my escovitch fish.
Mhm,
Okay.
mhm, mhm,
There's
mhm.
one place I go, my escovitch fish. I like it a specific way. I like it nice and crisp when it's
Ooh, yeah.
fried.
Ah.
Okay. And then I poured escovitch over it. And so there is it's always good when you see some of these places validated, as I said. And I understand it may be challenging for folks, but
Mhm.
just think about it. Hey, which restaurant you want to bless. And nominations are not tied to you nominating one time. You could nominate
Oh.
multiple times if you choose to. So you may say, hey, this is a restaurant that I like, or this is so you take it as you can, but that's what I like. I hopefully I answer the question. I like to see
Yeah.
places I go to eat validated.
Already, yes, because that means you're a real food connoisseur. You really know your thing there.
Exactly, the thing set, that means the
Yes.
thing set.
Oh, well, well, like we just want to encourage, as you're watching this, you can share this episode or like go to the website, thebestofjamaica.com, to go and vote to nominate and share the link, share this episode, share the website because we want as many people to participate this year. And, I know as we're celebrating 25 years, I can only just imagine what the next 25 years has to hold and how big this will be. I know you said this year in December will be the showcase, sometime
Yes.
in December, and South Florida for sure, but other locations. But can you imagine what will happen in the next 25 years? You never know. There could be a whole award ceremony just tied around this. Ooh! Oh,
and
oh.
and maybe I'll have you singing. I love hearing you sing. So
Book me, book me, book me. I'm booked. Yes. I say yes. We love to. Well, as I do want to, as we wrap up, I want to just thank you, of course, so much personally for this opportunity to have a segment on this platform, to become a part of the Jamaicans.com family. I really, really appreciate it. I do not take it for granted. The chance to come and talk with this amazing audience that you have. And, you give me a chance to also share the gospels through my show. So that may the good Lord just bless you for that alone. But may he give you a double blessing just for that aside. But,
well, you do a great job, and your shows. I enjoy your shows. You do a great job, and your infectious smile. Who can resist? Who
right.
can resist that infectious smile? So
Amen.
I thank you for the opportunity to talk to your audience. Again, go out and vote thebestofjamaica.com.
Amen. Amen. Well, thank you so much. We look forward to, I know, stay up with our website, Jamaicans.com, because I know there's going to be more and more updates as the nominations come in and it comes into voting time. So don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, November 1st is the deadline. So please make sure that you get your nominations. Xavier, thank you so much for this
Well,
opportunity.
thank you. Walk good.
Well, good. Amen.